we look at our success as being all-consuming. And when something becomes all-consuming, it becomes an idol. And so success can be a failure if we attach our heart to our success. So it then becomes not a blessing, but a curse. It becomes an idol. And then sometimes success can be our identity. So what we do and do well becomes who we are, and not our identity in Christ is the most important thing, but our identity as Christian workers, as a successful church planter or whatever, pastor of a growing church. And that is, I believe, a failure in success. And also, success breeds a lack of introspection. We need to think deeply about ourselves and what God is doing in our hearts. Sometimes the way we do ministry is killing the work of God in us. So the way we work for Jesus kills the work of Jesus in us, and sometimes we let it happen because we're not introspective enough. And then I think of a beautiful sentence that the psychiatrist Carl Jung said, a German psychologist. He said, "When I meet people who have had a great triumph, I tell them that I hope it hasn't hurt them too much." A great triumph. If you have success in ministry, you know what that's like? It's like a kidnapper. Success is blessing, anointed by God, sent by God to kidnap you back to the giver of every good and perfect gift. What you don't want to do is nourish your soul by the blessing of God. You need to be reminded that the blessing should always take you back to the giver of every good and perfect gift. This is why David said in Psalm 42, when he had lost everything, he had lost his kingdom, his authority, his wives, his wealth, his prestige, his home, and he was being hunted down by his son Absalom in the desert. And then in Psalm 42, he says, as a deer pants after streams of water, so my soul thirsts after God. When will I come and see his face again? So David was saying, I can only be satisfied by the living God and not by the blessing that I once had. I need God, and we need God in our lives. More than the blessing, we need the giver of every good and perfect gift.